Asia is not that serious.
All right, 1 2 1 2.
It ain't came up yet.
Yep, it's up now. You can start talking.
Hello, everybody.
What's
Good
going on,
evening.
everybody? What's up? What's up? It's that Tuesday again, Key Players Night. We hope everybody had a great day. Make sure you share this post to as many people as possible. We got a interesting show tonight. Got some young folks in the house tonight, so we're looking forward to hearing from them and actually learning some stuff from them, and maybe they'll learn some stuff from us too. So
If you're on, say hello. We don't know who's on this. We got some people on, but say hello.
yeah, y'all make sure y'all say what's up to us when y'all come on, so we'll know who's who.
And if you don't know who we are, I am Keisha Rogers, and this is my husband, Savalis Rogers, and we're Key Players. We're all about family, marriage, and relationships. And we want to do this disclaimer. The opinions that we express is the opinions of us.
And our guests.
And our guests. And our
our
guests. So, we don't claim to know everything, but from life experiences, we do think we know something. We know
a little
something.
bit, yeah.
Yes, that's right, exactly.
Yeah, so we are live tonight on Facebook and YouTube. What's up, YouTube family? If you're viewing from YouTube, what's going on? We are very excited about tonight's show. But before we get started, we want to take some time and just thank you all once again for purchasing my wife's book. We are so grateful and excited about her sales. Her sales have been through the roof. Let me see who we got. We got Wanda, Kim, Yolanda, Edon. What's going on? Y'all make sure when y'all come on, y'all make sure y'all share this post.
Hello, everybody.
We about to do this. We about to go live tonight. So thank you once again for purchasing the book. If you haven't purchased it, go get that book. What's the name of the book?
The name of the book is What Time Is Family Dinner? And it's about a little boy. He's excited, getting ready, anticipating for some good cooking.
What's up, Miracle?
And if y'all know me, y'all know I like family, y'all know I like food, and y'all know I like kids. That's a good combination.
Right. The book can be purchased on Amazon. Go to Amazon.com. Also, save the date. June 25th. We will be having our married couples cookout.
Yes.
We secured the day. It's called Doing It in the Park. We're going to have a ball. This is not just for married couples. It's for couples. But we want you to save the date, and we'll have more information coming later on. But we're going to have a real good time. We're going to have some good food, some music, some games.
Yep.
So
it's just going to be real laid back.
We're going to
have a spades table going now.
Spades
Please
table.
don't revoke my black card.
Because I don't mind either, because I don't know how to play spades.
Okay, so when I was little, I grew up knowing how to play spades. But then with my family, they get too...
What's going on, Cynthia?
They get too serious about it. So
Yeah.
I stopped. I ain't even want to...
Well,
I reneged a lot.
I grew up holding this, so playing cards was a sin. So.
Well, I grew up holding this too, but my daddy's side was a little different.
So I never learned how to play spades, but if that's your thing, I do know some of the terminology about do you have books and renege, whatever that means. I don't know what that means, but whatever. So anyway, so that's June 25th. At Anderson Point Park.
And you can bring your lawn chairs, you can bring your picnic blankets.
Oh, Yolanda don't know how to play either. Okay, cool.
Oh, good, Yolanda. Thank you. So we're going to have Uno, we're going to have checkers. We're just going to have a lot of, it's just to come network and meet other couples in a triangle area. So come out, let's have fun and eat.
Right. What's up, darling? What's up? All right, so let's get into tonight's topic. Mama.
All right. So tonight's topic is the older generation giving the younger generation a positive example of marriage.
And by older generation, that would be the majority of you that's watching. That's us, the older folks, the 35 and over crowd, maybe. Is that a good age to start? 35 and over. So what we wanted to do was talk about marriage and hear what young people think. And when we say young, we talking from age 19 to 26. That's young. Those are babies. I ain't gonna say who's what age or whatever. So those are baby ages. So what we wanted to do was just hear from the young people and get their views on marriage. Basically, it's to help us, the older crowd, make sure we are giving them a positive example. And so you old folks up here tonight, y'all might want to take some notes and make sure that because this is serious. Because their marriage will be based off what they see and what we present to them and what we give to them. So we want to make sure that we are on the right track to put them on the right track. All right, so we got some questions we're gonna ask them. We want to hear from them. You all can give your input, and my wife is gonna start off with the first question. And the first question will go to the ladies, Shy and Ken. Y'all, see the ladies at the bottom. Y'all wave. All right.
All right. So Shy and Ken, what is your opinions on marriage? Can you give us your opinions on marriage?
Well, I had a great example of the marriage or definition of marriage, I guess. My parents, I look forward to marriage.
No. Oh, they can hear us. Go ahead.
Can y'all hear me? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's something I look forward to. I don't have any negative thoughts or opinions on marriage.
I don't have any negative thought. I love marriage. I witnessed a lot of marriage from my parents, my grandparents. So I would. Oh, louder. I love marriage. I witnessed a lot of marriages between my parents and my grandparents, aunts, uncles. So I witnessed a lot of marriages, and I have pretty good views on marriage.
It's my turn. Okay, my view on marriage, I would definitely say marriage is a blessing from God, and it's something that shouldn't be taken for granted. I feel like it's definitely an important thing. I mean, it's a timely thing. A lot of people tend to rush into marriage before knowing what they actually want. So I definitely feel like marriage is a waiting game. You have to be patient with it. And it's not like dating. I think a lot of people mix that up. Dating is not marriage. So that's my quick 30-second take on that. And you guys are still muted, by the way, if you were responding. I said y'all were still muted.
Cool. All right, great answers from the young folks. Okay, we got some good young folks on here tonight. Okay. Next question.
All right. So, the next question is, what are some of the things that you see that you like in marriage? What are some of the things that you see that you like in marriage? Sha'Asia and Ken, y'all can go first.
Asia, unmute yourself.
I think I'm gonna let Ken go ahead and answer this one first.
Okay. I just like. Oh, can you guys hear me?
You can scream if you want to.
Okay. I like just having that person there for you at the end of the day. Like when you get home from work, there's someone there. Like I like that. I just like family. I just like routine. I just like, just seeing that person there, that person for you, your best friend. That's what I like about marriage.
Kind of to, piggyback off her. Basically, having that person that's like gonna give accountability. Somebody that's loyal to you. Like she said, somebody that can be your friend, your best friend. You can always count on them. I kind of just said that, but just always there for you.
You said favorite thing about marriage? You were muted. I can't.
Yes. What are some of the things that you have seen, or that you see that you like in marriage?
I would definitely say that marriage is a team effort. Just being that backbone for one another, especially having great examples in my life, again, from my parents and my grandparents. So having that backbone mentality in marriage.
Good. So let me throw a question in there real quick. I don't know if we have this written down, but I don't know if I want to ask this or not. What age do you all think is a good, appropriate age to get married? This time I'm going to start with Jordan. I'm going to go to Jordan first. What's a good age to get married?
So just to go off my previous statement, not to be rushed, is got to be patient with marriage. I would definitely say between the ages of like 29, 30, because I feel like, your 20s is for you. That's where you make the most mistakes. A lot of times people will say like that's too late in time, but I'm going to go around like 29, 30 years old.
Ladies?
I think in my 30s, I think that's I should be more established, more financially stable. I feel like in my 30s is a good time.
Yeah, I would say your 30s because you kind of know what you want at that age. You've been through a number of relationships, yeah, about early 30s, mid 30s, I would say.
Okay, cool. I got another curveball question. Because I heard one of you say, because you know what you're looking for. Well, what is it that you're looking for? Like, at this age now, do you all know what it is that you would be looking for in a potential spouse? And I'm not talking about just the physical stuff. I mean, that's important too. But do you know the other, like, deep stuff that you may be looking for in a spouse? Do you know what that is right now that you would be looking for? And I'm going to go to Jordan again.
To be honest, I really don't know. I just to be frankly honest, I mean, there's plenty of things I can say that's out there that everyone's looking for the same thing, like just some generic qualities in a spouse. But just to be frank, I wouldn't know at this time.
Good answer. That's a good answer. Ladies?
You first? I would say I would say I don't know what I'm looking for, but I know what I'm not looking for. If that makes sense. Like, I know I don't want these things, but what I do want is I think I'll know.
Hold on. Give us a time to write that down. Hold on. Okay, now go.
Yeah, so I know what I don't want.
Hold on, we didn't hear. Hold on. We didn't hear what you don't want.
What I don't want.
What Kendra doesn't want.
Oh Lord. What I don't want. I don't want to lie. I don't want. Oh, that's tough too. But it's like, this is a good question.
Liar.
I don't want a liar.
Manipulator.
Come on, yes, a manipulator.
Somebody that think they gonna have some control over you.
That one. I don't want disrespect.
Nobody crazy.
Yep. I can go all day.
Okay.
That's the basic stuff. Yeah, that's cool. All right, Asian.
I think this may sound a little weird, but okay, so I kind of want a man or a husband that kind of reminds me of my father, because he's a married man. He's always there when I need him. He's a great provider, great supporter. He's caring, loving, all of that, And I feel like he has all the qualities. This sounds weird to me, but he's a good example of a married man, if that, I don't want to sound creepy or anything, but yeah.
You can mute yourself. Now, what you just said is one of the reasons why we wanted to do this. Because what you said, first of all, it does not sound weird at all. It's an excellent answer. And it's what all of us as dads and husbands, wives also, strive for, is to hear a young lady say, I want to marry a man like my dad. That's one of the reasons why we wanted to do this. Because we want to make sure as husbands and as fathers that we are putting that good example out there for you to have something to gauge and mirror your future husband or and father of your kids after. So no, it doesn't sound weird. So that's one of the reasons why we are doing this. So that's an excellent answer, and kudos to your dad for setting that example for you. It's not easy being a husband and a father, especially in these times. And so for him to be setting the bar that high, kudos to him. And I know her father, so he's an excellent. So everything she said is true. So that's
Right.
great
Exactly.
answer.
Great answer. So we have a comment, and it's by Miracle. Hi, Miracle. And she says, I'm 29 and I just got engaged, but I will be 30 in May. So
Okay,
that's
so that's
around
great.
what y'all had said anyways. The next question is, what are some of the things that you see that you don't like, that you have seen or you see that you don't like in marriage? What are some of the things that you don't like?
Jordan first.
That I don't like, I guess, when the work around the house or when things that get done in the house is not equal to the standard. I don't believe in, one spouse should do just these things, another spouse should do just these things. I feel like it's a team effort. Now, when it comes down to certain tasks, I feel like that's a discussion between, each other. But going in, again, it's a team effort. You're supposed to tag team everything. So it shouldn't be one-sided when it comes to bringing in, a certain income. When it comes to raising, children and stuff like that, it should go in like a tag team effort.
So what you're saying, it sounds. Mute yourself, Jordan. It sounds like what you're saying is you don't think that there should be like roles defined in the household. Is that what you're saying?
Roles.
Gender roles. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, because I was always taught that, in society we hear that, a wife is supposed to always know how to cook and clean, but that's something a father should be able to do too. Like my father taught me how to cook, as well as my mother, so I learned from both sides of the family. So yeah, that's where that answer came from. So
Let me ask you another question. Would you have a problem if your wife made more money than you?
no, I don't have a problem with that at all. A lot of people would, and that boils down to a pride thing. A lot of males would be wants to be the breadwinner in the family, but that's something I don't really have a problem with because again, it's a tag team effort. We're bringing in together to conquer one goal. So
Great answer. All right, ladies, y'all up. Do we need to repeat the question, ladies?
Sure.
Go ahead.
What are some of the things that's the question, right? What are some of the things that you have seen or see that you don't like in marriage?
This is probably because I'm selfish, but sharing bank accounts, like I want my own account. Like I don't.
That's
We
a
ain't
good
combining money. Like my money is my money. Your money is your money.
Yeah.
As long as you're paying the bills, we're paying the bills. That's all that matters. That's how I feel.
That's good.
That's the only one thing I think.
I'm so glad you said that. Ken, you next.
What don't I like? Give me one. I don't know.
What about meeting family members?
I like meeting family.
Like, what if you don't like the family member and you still gotta settle and be?
She need to repeat the question?
That's true. So I would say family members that you have, like that you don't like,
And you have to deal with them.
but you have to be around them because they're family. That like I wish I could just cut you off, but you can't because it's family. Like you love them, but it's just like back up a little bit.
We ain't always gotta be around.
Right.
Okay, mute yourself. Okay, so let's deal with this money thing that Asia brought up. Good point. And it's funny you should bring that up because we've actually had discussions about that up here. So earlier we were saying, y'all was saying when you were married, we're one and I can trust you and my best friend and somebody to be there for me and all this stuff. But you have a problem with the bank account. So to me, if you have a problem, now you correct me if I'm wrong, if you have a problem sharing bank account, that's normally a sign that you don't trust the other person with your money. And it's also a sign that you may want to be secretive. And it could also be a sign that you're not really a team player, because if you're a team player, then your money is my money and my money is your money. That's the way it's supposed to be in marriage. Now, I'm not saying you can't have your little stash off to the side, because every woman I know does. From my mama to my wife. So every woman has a little something on the side. But explain to me why you wouldn't want a joint bank account.
I feel like we shouldn't have a joint bank account because we don't work together. Like, I go to work by myself. This is my money. I work for this money separately. But, like, I'll pay bills. I'll contribute, of course. Like, that's our family. But, I don't know. Maybe I am selfish. I don't know.
It is what it is. But look, I guess that's why I'm not married. So
Meet yourself.
So, viewers, what do y'all think? I don't think it's no right or wrong answer to this, and the reason why I say that is because it may work for some marriages not to have a joint account, and then it may. But you have to talk about finances in marriage. You cannot get around that. Because that's one of the number one reasons why marriages break up. Mm-hmm. So you have to talk about finances. You can't get around that. And you can't be secret. Well, I had to learn that. You can't be, secretive about it. And because it's coming in the household together. It's coming in as one. So, that's yeah. It's kind of difficult. Okay.
I guess my take on that, I kind of agree and disagree. So I feel as if it should be a joint account in the middle, but there's no problem having your own account on the side. And with that joint account, that is what you tackle with, like what you guys share. Home, kids, maybe trips together. That's what that joint account is for.
That's a great budgeting tool.
That's a great budgeting tool, yeah. And then what you have on your own account, like my account and her account, that's what you tackle with whatever's in your name. So that card's in my name, I'm gonna tackle that. That other card's in your name, then that's what you pay for that for. Or just other miscellaneous things you buy for yourself.
That's a great budgeting tool, sir.
Yeah. Finance, man.
Finance, man.
Yeah.
Well, welcome Zion to the conversation. Great answers. Like Keisha said, there's no right or wrong answers. First of all, because none of you all are married. So your opinions that you have now are fine. But what we want to do is kind of get you to thinking before you get married, because like Keisha said, exactly. If you go to any divorce lawyer and you take a toll or a survey of the number one reasons of divorce, money is normally number one. Normally it is the number one reason why couples get divorced, because either one is a horrible with budgeting, or they hiding money, or they can't agree on what to spend money on or what not to spend money on. One parent may want to spend a whole bunch of money on the kids. The other one may not want to. So it's okay to think that way now. But before you get married, I would suggest to you, all young people and older people that's listening, go get counseling.
Exactly.
Go get counseling, because in counseling, they'll cover everything from money to communication to sex, to children, to religion and spirituality, all of that. And then I think Kendra said something about she didn't want to put up other family members or something like that.
Right.
That's a whole nother animal. That takes maturity. That takes learning how to compromise. That takes putting the love that you have for your spouse over what you feel like doing or not doing on that particular day. You understand what I'm saying? Because of course, you may want to be around your family, but your spouse may not want to. Exactly. How do you get around that? You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's stuff that you want to talk about, and talk about it early, because it could lead to some arguments. We've had arguments about that.
Yep.
And we just had to come up with a pattern, or a way of doing things. We had to compromise on some things, especially me, because I think I was worse with it. You know, I was the worst one, so I had to compromise. Like, I give you a quick example. Like Thanksgiving, I already know her family coming here for Thanksgiving. It's a done deal. Shut up, zip your lips, go downstairs and eat, have a good time. That's the way it is. That's compromise. I do that because I love her. Because me, it could just be 2 or 3 people and I'm good, but that's not what she likes. Right. So I had to compromise in that area. And then for Christmas, what we do is we start off together as a family. After we open our gifts and do all that stuff, then she go with her people and I go with my people. Then after we finish that, we come back together late on that night, right?
Yeah.
That's how we do it.
And that works for us.
And that works for us. So there are no wrong answers here. So I don't want you all to think that, but I want you to consider before you get married, please, I implore you to go get counseling. Trust me. Trust me.
All right. Question number 4. Question number 4 is, do you think that your parents played a role in how you feel about marriage?
We'll go to the fellas on this one.
Fellas on this one. Fellas first.
Do I feel like my parents played a role in how I feel about marriage? I would say yes. Just like I said earlier, I always got a positive example because I was fortunate enough for that. So my biological parents were never married. So I have a stepdad and a stepmom. But there's no issues on either side. But it's a great blended family. So I got to see how marriage works for my father and how marriage works for my mother. And now seeing that, I could definitely tell like they went the right people for a reason. So.
Oh no.
No.
Wait, what was the question?
The question was what? Yeah, what was the question again? I'm sorry.
Do you think that your parents? Do you think that your parents played a role in how you feel about marriage?
No, they didn't play a role. Not for me, at least. I like to experience everything on my own. So, no.
All right, ladies.
I think so because they set like an expectation for me, you know, like. So yeah, they did. They played a role. Mm-hmm.
I'm like Jordan. Like I have a blended family. My parents, they weren't married, but then they both, like my mom and dad both got married. My mom just got remarried, and then my dad, he is divorced now. So I've seen the highs and lows of marriages, so I know. But that just teaches me like you just have to find that one and just stick with it. And if you don't, you just gotta keep going. Life goes on. But yeah, I've witnessed. Yeah, they definitely set an example for me.
Real good. That's an excellent point.
That
so,
is.
because I think I heard you say earlier that you still want to be married, even though you say your dad got divorced. Cool. So yeah. So good question. I like that. I like that response. And I get what Zion's saying, and it makes sense too because like I know people who grew up seeing marriage, a horrible example of marriage, but that didn't stop them from having a great marriage. So it's nice to take a little bit from your parents or if you grew up with your grandparents or whatever. It's nothing wrong with taking a little bit from them, but eventually, you're gonna have to make marriage your own. You have to, because you're not marrying your mama, you're not marrying your daddy. You may marry someone similar to them, but eventually you're gonna have to make your marriage your own. So with us, there's some things that my mom and daddy did that I thought I can do with her, and you can't. Right. It does not work.
Exactly.
There are similarities between my wife and my mother, but they are completely different people. So I had to adjust and realize that I had to make my marriage, we had to make our marriage our own. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So good.
Okay. The last question. The last question is: has social media played any part in your thinking about marriage?
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Yeah, I think so. Social media more so because I think the younger generation marriage isn't a priority now. So most people, they just don't care to be married. What I see, like, they don't care. Like, if they are single, just dating their like the rest of their life, they're okay with that. Just because their views on marriage, like with celebrities getting cheated on, or like the shows like Married at First Sight, those are like reality TV shows now. Like, so I think social media does have a good influence.
Asia.
I think it does. Yes, I agree. It's like nowadays nobody wants commitment. Nobody wants to work for anything. You know, like it's always oh, what you doing? I'm gonna come over. You know, I don't want to say one night stands, but you know what it is, and that's that. You know, we're not gonna take it any further than what it is. You know, so it definitely has some. What's the word?
So I know I heard you say. Oh, I know I heard you say something about one night stands and all that stuff like that. Nobody wants to commit. So why do you think that is? Why do you think that this generation is do you think they're, for lack of a better word, is vain? Or I mean, what do you think? Why do you think that this generation is like that?
People don't want to work. Like social
Lazy.
media, people, yeah, and then. Females are out here just throwing themselves at guys, you know, especially on social media, showing their body like it's nothing, you know. Stuff you're supposed to show show to your husband or, you know, disclose with your husband. It's just being broadcast on social media. Like it's easy. People don't have to work, you know. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel.
Oh, that's good.
Excellent. Fellas?
I would definitely say social media has not impacted the way I feel about marriage, but it makes me a little hesitant on marriage. I feel like social media only shows the good in marriage and doesn't show like the trials and tribulations. And that's why people run away. Because as soon as, even without marriage, like even just a relationship, dating, as soon as you run into a roadblock, it's like people like to call it quits right there. So I feel like that's what our generation typically struggles with. And then you asked the second question. What was that?
The second question was, I'm sorry. The second question was, why do you think that what did I say? Why do you think that this generation doesn't like respect marriage or whatever? Or like Kian said, she said they don't hold it as a priority. Why do you think that this generation don't like see marriage as a priority? I guess.
It's not enough good marriage. Go ahead.
I would just say, again, it's just that social media trap. Everybody like that microwave effect of happening then and there. They want to be like Indian Dirt, the Aaron Kim. They want to be like those social media couples. And you know, everyone's not Indian Dirt kind of couple. So, and a lot of people don't know, like they went through a bunch of stuff before. I mean, we've seen it all. We've seen it firsthand, but everybody still wants to be like them. So it's just, I guess what we see on social media is really hindering us. That's the best way I could put it.
You got me on mute.
Yeah, you go.
Zion, what do you say about that?
Well, everybody know I'm not a big social media guy, so I don't think it played for me personally. It doesn't affect any way I'm thinking about marriage or anything, but I do think that they don't show enough, like the positive in marriage. I think it's like a bad narrative around marriage, and that's why people don't want to commit. And you know, when stuff hit the fan, it's just like, talking about another thing I think about social media is everybody do a lot of stuff for attention. So once they broadcast their marriage and stuff hits the fan, everybody's on their case, and then it makes them feel bad about them marrying somebody. So nobody wants to be looked down upon or frowned upon. So that's another reason why I think marriage is not, it's not a big priority in nobody's life. Because they only show the negative side, or when somebody messes up, they only show that side and broadcast the negative stuff instead of all the positive stuff and the benefits of being married. So that's the reason why.
Also, for me, it may sound a little far-fetched, but I feel like a lot of these people that are highly invested in social media, consider themselves to be in a marriage or relationship, what they see on social media, because everyone likes to put their self in other people's relationship, especially celebrities and stuff like that. You would think, they don't know a thing what happens on a day to day. They only know what happens in that 60 seconds on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, and they swear they got a ring on their finger too. So I feel like a lot of people have to just let a marriage or relationship be with just two people and not millions of other people.
Broadcasting.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
We have some. Oh, sorry. That's excellent. So we have some comments coming through. Boy, this is our topic, right?
People are loving this. People are saying this is awesome. So thanks, guys. We appreciate it. Yeah.
Yes, so
we almost done. We almost finished.
Hold on. So LaWanda said social media can definitely portray a false reality of some marriages, and Kim said it's the easy way. It's easy to be that way at this time. It's more acceptable. That's what she said. It's more acceptable. And Mark said, raise it in a Jerry Springer, Real Housewives, Wendy Williams environment. Nothing is real to them. Everything is fake. I agree with you, Mark.
Right.
He said, video games, they take a hit and return to live for the next round, not real life.
Right.
So
everything you guys said
good.
is like just right on point and excellent. And one of the reasons why we do what we do, because social media has done some damage to what marriage is really supposed to be about. Because first of all, if you're watching a married couple on a reality TV show, it's scripted. There's no such thing as reality TV. The only reality TV show that really ever existed was Cops. That's the real, that's not fake. They're real cops and real criminals.
in First 48.
Yeah, and stuff like that. So those marriages are scripted. The stuff they do, they're directors. So that's a horrible view of what marriage is, because marriage is not like whoever that couple is that you was just talking about. It's phony. Those are for views. It's for clout, and a lot of people get married for those reasons. So everything that you all said is right on point. And like I said again, it's one of the reasons why we do what we do, and it's one of the reasons why we wanted to have this discussion tonight, because what we want to do is make sure we, as normal, not on TV, married folk,
Exactly.
every day getting up, going to work, 9 to 5 in it, make sure that we are providing an excellent example of what marriage can be. We're not here to say that marriage is perfect. Lord knows it ain't easy. It's the most difficult thing I've ever done, but also the most rewarding. You know understand what I'm saying? And it will be for you all too. And so don't even judge your marriage based off what you see on social media. That's for entertainment only. I don't know who these people are.
Don't judge nothing.
Yeah, and that's just not just marriage, but in general.
Right.
It's
exactly.
phony, it's fake, and it's detrimental. So that's one of the reasons why we wanted to do this tonight, just to make sure we are setting a good example for you all. And it sounds like we are, but we still may have some work to do. You know, we got to work on work on being more financially open and letting you all know that your money and his money and her money and your money is supposed to be one. That's important. Because that can lead to a lot of fussing and fighting, and because at the end of the day, you're a team. You're one. It's one.
But it's a work in progress. We understand.
And y'all young now, so the way you feel now may not be the way you feel 10 years from now. But so we just wanted to put that out there. Work on the money thing. It's a team. Y'all a team. And one of the things you may want to do to make sure. Do a whole lot of talking before you get married.
Exactly.
A whole lot of communicating.
Ask the hard questions.
Ask the hard questions.
Don't be afraid to ask them questions. Ask the hard questions.
Ask the hard questions.
And if you think you see a red flag, it probably is a red flag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true.
Yeah, don't think, and what advice I can give to you, don't think you can change somebody, because only God can. Trust me.
Right. So true.
So don't go out here trying to change folk. Because if they show you they're a duck, they normally are a duck.
Right.
If it quacks like a duck, act like a duck, it's a duck.
Right.
Yeah.
So our prayer that is you all will find the husbands and wives that are for you, and you go on to be, because what you're going to do is be example to your kids and your neighbors and your friends and all that kind of stuff too. So that's why it's important for us to give you good examples, so you all can go on and be good examples. Am I right?
Yeah.
Right. So
exactly.
So that was the reason we wanted to bring some young folks in and make sure we so older folks, y'all up here, y'all hope y'all took some of this stuff in, and if you heard some stuff that is you and you doing it right, kudos to you. We applaud you. If you heard some stuff that you're not doing right, let's get it right. That includes us too. That includes us too. So let's get. So if we got some stuff to work on,
and it'll smell like a fish.
It is a fish. Yeah. So everybody out there that's listening, just give some thumbs up and applaud these young people for coming out here tonight. We're so grateful for them giving us some insight into marriage, and we just pray, like earlier, that they will go on and meet the right person and have to do it one time, and that they won't have to go through the foolishness that their parents went through. Some of their parents, they won't meet the idiots and the clowns and the skeezers and the hustlers that some of their parents went to. So hopefully they'll get it right one time. So we are so grateful. Thank you so much.
We love y'all.
Once again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Those that will see this later on once we share the broadcast out, go to our Facebook page, our Instagram page, and YouTube, and just follow Key Players for any and upcoming events we have. Like we said earlier, we're doing a couples cookout June 25th at Anderson Point. We're gonna have a ball. We'll have more details about that coming soon, as far as the time and ticket prices and all that kind of stuff.
And the name of it is Doing It in the Park.
Right. And for some of you who follow us, you saw that we went to Virginia this past weekend. So we are in the second phase of planning our marriage retreat that will hopefully take place in October.
Exactly.
Pray for us. Yeah. We really want to do this right. We want to, what that mean? What?
Point hands.
Oh, there go the book. Y'all see the book? If you don't have that book, go to Amazon.com. Once you get off this live, go to Amazon and pick up What Time Is Family Dinner. We are so great.
We're all about family.
We're all about family. We are so overwhelmed by the response that she sold over 100 copies in less than a week. Kudos.
Thank you.
Keep purchasing. If you got some younger kids, like what's the age? You talking?
The age is preschool age to early elementary. So if you have any younger kids, and also I will be doing a book reading
That's right.
A book reading this weekend at Washington Terrace. So you're welcome to bring the kids out there. And also I will be doing my book signing March the 19th, and that's going to be at C3 at the venue. So come through. See-through at the office. Sorry, the venue is behind it, but the office is
C3 at the office, 5205 Capitol Boulevard.
Right. So if you have a chance, come through, stop by, say hi between 12 and 3. We look forward to meeting with you all. And I also, this is off subject, but I wanted to shout out Vanessa. Church is my club. I don't know if you guys can see my shirt.
You gotta turn toward the camera.
I'm sorry. It says God's love saved me, whatever. Y'all see it. But I just wanted to say shout out to her for her lovely line, Church is my club. I wanted to, since y'all go check her page out for some apparel. I just ordered another shirt tonight, so I'm excited about that. Anyway, thank you guys.
Thank you so much. We'll see you all again on March 22nd.
March 22nd. We love you. Good night. Thank y'all.